Now I'm recording.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Well, as always, we are Mental Misstep. And
Yes.
that is Will, and I am Mike.
No, that was a mental misstep.
Ah, great. Switch that.
Scratch that, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah, sure. All that fun stuff. No, we're happy to be back. We've been away
Yes.
for 3 weeks now, and we
2.5. I don't. Math.
Yeah, we're here to talk about a lot of fun stuff coming up.
And stuff that happened over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. So we can go ahead and kind of delve right into it. Haha, magic puns. And,
Certified judge magic puns.
I'm done already. Sad tear. I guess we can go ahead and just start talking about Columbus? Baltimore?
Baltimore. Columbus was the week before.
We can go ahead and start talking about Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore just happened. Green White Tokens won. And then there was 4 bank company lists in the top 8.
5. I thought it was 5. It was Bank Coco, Bank Coco, Bank Coco, Bank Coco, Green White, Angels,
Crush.
Bank Coco. Right?
Was it? I thought there was something else in there.
There might have been. Anyway, half of the top 8 was Bank Coco. I think that's the topic we're trying to make here. Bank Coco is definitely
It's now back to the best deck in standard.
100%. No, I fully agree with this.
But Green White Tokens is still there too. And
Yeah.
I told you this would happen. I told you. Why? Why do they keep printing good things in band colors, but not enough in the other two?
I want to go ahead and just kind of go into this. Spellcaller is broken. Yeah. Like, super busted.
Bank Coco, let's jam all the value cards and then cheat them out with company.
Hey, this is what they're going at Wizards right now. They're like around their corporate table, and they're like, "Hey, boss, I have an idea for a card, right?" So you know how Bank Coco is really good, right, Mike?
Yeah.
All right. So
let's have something that counters Coco.
Right.
In Bank Coco colors.
So here's an idea. How about we make it 1 blue, 1 white, and we'll make it 1 more colorless, so it's not busted.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But we'll give it flash. It's a 2/3.
And it flies.
And it flies. Oh, and it counters a spell.
Oh, no, it doesn't quite counter a spell. It just kind of puts it on hold for a little while.
Right, so it exiles it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can cast it later if they get rid of the thing.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it's something that they can just bring in there to stop collected company.
Well,
But wait, you can hit it with collected company.
right. So we have to come up with a card to defend it. So let's make a card called Selfless Spirit, right? 1 white, 1 colorless. Yeah.
Just sack it, and everything gets indestructible.
There you go. There we go.
Dauntless Escort? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's reprint that card.
Yeah, exactly.
Except better.
Yeah, exactly. So, basically, these 2 cards, Spellcaller and Selfless Spirit, have just steamrolled Bank Coco into a tyranny.
How do they find spots to jam more cards?
I think they actually reduce the number of Reflector Mages and Bounding Crazies, to be honest with you. And, like...
I think they keep the Reflector Mages. I think they probably go down on the Crazy, yes.
Yeah, I think they get rid of the Crazy a little bit. Then I didn't see that many lists with Duskwatch Recruiters. I think they shaved Duskwatch Recruiters for these cards.
You don't need the you don't need the recruiter at that point.
You really don't. And at this point, you can kind of get rid of the Ogitize command. It's not ideal, I mean, obviously, but I mean, Spellcaller can kind of fill that gap, so you can kind of shave that off.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, if you have Selfless Spirits, you don't absolutely need Void Grafters.
It just depends. Like, Void Grafters saves a dude?
Selfless Spirit saves everyone.
Yeah, but, I mean...
For a mana less.
Yeah.
Selfless Spirit's a 2-drop.
But Void Grafter has flash and a bigger butt.
Right.
So
Selfless Spirit's also flying.
But you don't have to get rid of your Void Grafter. You have to get rid of the Selfless Spirit.
You're right.
So it's just one of those things. It's like, well, do I run 2? Do I run 3? Or do I run 4?
Yeah. So basically, and
I hate it.
The list is just a monster right now.
See, here's the thing, though. As soon as this set rotates, this deck is dead.
Yeah.
Like, because you're just like, I can't, I have all these dudes, I can't cheat them into play. This deck is just too slow to do anything.
Yeah. We lose Bounding Crises.
Yep.
We lose Collected Companies.
Yeah. Company is the core of that deck.
We lose Dromoka Commands. Thank God. Thank you. So we lose a lot.
It's ridiculous when the top 8 runs like 28, possibly 30-ish copies of that card.
Yeah.
So stupid.
The sad news is also with the new set we lose werewolves.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, so we lose
the ability to cheat the werewolves into play.
Sure.
However,
the deck is still pretty quick.
Yeah, like it's still a rampy beater deck.
Sure.
It's just now let's actually put removal main board.
Yeah. So yeah, we can. I was about to say we can throw a target commands in, but then we also lose those. But we.
Honestly, I didn't really need the Atarka commands when I played it.
Really?
Yeah, like
see, I really like the card.
I like the card. Yeah, the card's great, but I don't think we need a 4 of.
Sure.
You know, I honestly, especially like going against Bangkoko, I would rather just have like some spot removal and just continue just to be beat in the face.
100%. I agree. But
anyways, like I digress. Like I think Coco definitely kills Bangkoko, whereas with werewolves, it's like that's the only card we lose, and then we still have like an aggro beater deck that does stupid things without Coco.
Right, exactly. And you're looking at us when we lose Coco, some of these creature decks are going to kind of back off a little bit probably because they're not going to be able to just treat cheating creatures, which kind of gives werewolves another opening going, if you're not playing as many spells, maybe my werewolf will flip. And if my werewolves flip, then it's game.
Well, I mean, Waxing Moon, I think, is the card that made werewolves possible. Because you have, like, Keswick Prowler, or there was a couple times where I had Shrill Howler out. They go, oh, let me kill that dude. Waxing Moon, now he's a 3/5. Or, my 2/1's now a 4/4. Beat you in the face even more,
Exactly, sure.
Totally catches them off guard, and they're like, oh, well, I just blew that spell.
Yeah, exactly. I really feel that werewolves has a place moving in post-rotation. Pre-rotation, I think it's still viable. I think it needs
I'm going to try it out at Regionals this weekend.
I definitely wish
I'm doing some tweaks.
The best of luck with that event. I really want it to do very well. We've been talking about this list for a while now. We've been working on it quite a bit, tweaking it back and forth, and I'm wanting to see if we can kind of get the right formula made for it. And kind of see what it can do.
I will try and post up a list sometime this week, going into what maybe my finalized list into regionals this Saturday. Unfortunately, I will be the only one attending on the team.
Yeah, I think you're going to be the only one attending. Sadly, our team members Jeremy and Chris have other obligations, and our other team member Austin, I believe, also has work this weekend.
Probably. He hasn't responded to my message today.
So he still might be able to go. We might be able to represent 2 members. I unfortunately /fortunately
going to Gen Con.
Going to Gen Con. I leave on Wednesday, and I will be back sometime Sunday late in the... Well, I'll be back Monday. Even if...
Monday morning.
Yeah, I'll either be back Monday morning or Monday evening, depends on what we decide to do. But Gen Con's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great experience for me, getting to kind of judge a very nice, big event.
Yes.
It'll be one of my first times ever judging a larger event outside of kind of a more localized atmosphere.
Yeah, it's definitely a very different experience from judging your own IQ or PPTQ or whatever, at most with maybe one other judge.
Yeah.
Versus working all of a sudden with a team of 15 judges or even more if it's a much larger event.
Sure, yeah.
So that's very different.
Mm-hmm.
As it's a little bit relieving that you're not the only one having to carry the burden, but at the same time though you're also dealing with significantly more players.
Exactly.
More calls in general, more complex calls.
And sometimes when you prove an L3 wrong, it's great. So...
Love you, saved.
But It should be a lot of fun. I do get Sunday off, so I will be able to enjoy the convention one day. So that's going to be really awesome. So I'll be working Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to Gen Con, come see me one of those days. I might come judge you. But
no shirt with those pants, terrible.
Terrible. Terrible. If Lyle, you're watching this, we have to do the signature that for you.
Just do it all weekend.
Just all weekend. If you're in the middle of a judge call, I'm gonna walk in front of you and just kind of do this, and get in trouble.
I will laugh. I can't wait for the stories.
But it should be a lot of fun, and it's just gonna be me and Lyle on the entire trip to Indianapolis. It's gonna be a long car ride.
Oh, Chris says he's judging you.
Oh,
accurate.
That's fair. That's fair, Chris. Aren't you in a meeting right now? I thought you weren't gonna be able to watch this because you're in a meeting, sir. But
meeting.
I think he uses that term way too loosely.
Kind of like Jeremy had work one day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
we're on to you.
It is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I hope to have a lot of fun stories coming back from Gen Con, and on our next stream we'll be talking a lot about it.
You'll be talking a lot about it. I will probably be crying for my performance at Regionals.
Probably.
Maybe.
I hope you do well.
I do too. I would at least like to break even.
I think you will do fantastic, sir.
Okay. Because nobody will be expecting this jank.
No one will be expecting Mike to actually be good at Magic.
I think what'll be more fun is if I get deck checked.
No. Yeah, so I told Corey. So we're sitting at the event because Chris was playing our deck at the benefit tournament we had this Saturday. Chris is playing the deck, and Lyle and Corey walk over, and the three of us are watching their game for a moment. And I look at Lyle and Corey and I go, so Mike and myself built this deck strictly to piss off judges. Because there is over 28 checklist cards in the deck. Therefore, you have to check every single one of them. And Corey looked at me and said, why the fuck would you do that?
Because it's a viable deck. And I didn't want to receive a penalty for marked cards.
Yeah, so it was very amusing. We had a lot of fun with it. But
like literally, I have the double-sided cards in clear sleeves. So, and it's like a stack like that.
They are about half the size of the deck.
Yeah. I can barely fit it in the box. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's super fun. Chris, I hope you really enjoyed playing it this past weekend. It seemed like
luckily there's only like one copy that's Japanese. You could go look at the other three that are English.
So I have to tell you the story. They call a judge because of this Japanese card. And they were asking Corey, what the card was. And Corey said, I actually don't know the name of it. So then Andy was like, Will know the name of the card because Chris was playing Andy. So I walk up and I had no information. So I go, oh, that's such and such. And they're like, don't say the card out loud because it was in Chris's hand. But because Andy said to call me over, I thought it was on the field.
Good job.
Luckily, I don't think I had too much impact on the game, but it was really funny. They gave me a crap the rest of the day for it. It was great. Like
it must have been silver for Partisan or Alpaca Resurgence.
It was silver per.
Because that's like the only two like non-flip card that's Japanese in the deck. Because at least the other ones you go, okay, well I have three or four to pick from.
At least we didn't give him Japanese checklist cards because I have them. I have Japanese checklist cards.
God.
We should do this because then our opponent will never know.
I wouldn't know, Will, unless I memorize the placement of the card on the checklist.
Like so you have
like this one.
No, you have a card in your hand and go, I'm gonna review my sideboard real quick and pick up the entire stack. That'd be great. I think you should totally do that. Give away hidden information to your opponent. Maybe psych him out. Who knows? But so that was the fun story.
He's making me facepalm now.
Yeah.
Over stupid. See, I do janky stuff that actually works. He's just being a troll.
Hey man, that's why me and Wes get along so well. Because we're both super trolls.
Go back under your bridge.
V50 foam? That's a giant though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the billy goats alone.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now that we just like spiraled into all of that.
So yeah. This card.
That's the card that we were talking about. That was in Japanese.
That card's good.
Yeah, great card. But
great in sideboard.
Anyways, Benefit Tournament went very well. It was a lot of fun. The Werewolf deck seemed to be performing very well. There was just a couple times that the deck struggled with removal a little bit, and it happened. But I think for the most part the deck is fairly solid. We just gotta retweak it a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, I think removal is the biggest thing. Being that we really don't have much.
Yeah.
In the main board, it's more of a let me just do combat tricks, and you're pretty much just on tilt, just throwing things under buses at this point. Sideboard, yes. I'm looking at Collective Defiance.
Okay.
As possible sideboard. Just for a little bit extra player burn. Get rid of a target on the board. Or if I just have an absolutely crap hand, I can pitch it and get a new one.
There you go.
That seems good. That or, I mean, we can just go to the standard, burn spells or whatever. Whatever will work.
Sure.
I mean, Moonlight Hunt can. It gets a little awkward if you don't have enough dudes on
However,
board.
it'd be pretty awesome if you Moonlight hunted an Emrakul.
Yes.
That'd be very amusing.
Like a whole army of dudes.
My werewolf. No, Moonlight Hunt's a sorcery.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you just have a whole army of wolves just biting at tentacles.
It's not a real wolf deck if it can't run Huntmaster. Look, now that you brought that up,
We probably will be converting this over to modern.
we actually are working on a modern werewolf list as well. So, you joke, but we don't joke here at Mental Misstep. We're serious.
We're completely super serious face. Super serial.
Alright.
So yeah, High Master of the Fell,
Aether Vial. Yeah, super good. Emmer Wolves. Mayor of Averbook.
Maybe a Daybreak Ranger or two in the sideboard.
Yeah.
For extra removal.
This is super good. Even the new 1-drop werewolf, the Eldrazi werewolf that just came out, super strong.
Kesset Prowler
Yeah.
is boss. Shrill Howler is boss. Yeah. I am so glad I threw that in the deck.
Shrill Howler is pretty good. I will give you credit on that one. I think that was a really good call. I think removing the Arlen Chords is kind of a good call. We felt that Arlen Chord was super kind of slow in the list and just didn't offer as much as we wanted it to.
Whereas, Shrill Howler just says, oh, hey, you got tiny dudes? Cool, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, and...
Oh, you're going to try and burn me? Or Waxing Moon. Let me become a 3/5 that you still can't block. And now I make dudes.
Yeah. It's great because, you have the Kesset Prowler, you have the Shroud, the Howler, and one of them can only be blocked by one creature. The other one has to be blocked by creatures with...
that are huge.
Yeah. So, it makes it so, like, Reflector Mages and stuff like that can't block it. It's easily just going to get through to their face every time. If you have pump spells whatchamacallit,
I mean, if you
have Resurgence and stuff like that, it's really strong.
That make it a lot bigger.
Yeah.
You can give it trample. Seems good.
Yeah. So I definitely think the Howler was a really good call.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do. I told Will this earlier for sideboard. Maybe try some janky things, like a Mirrorwing package.
Yeah, I'm not really.
With the Silver Firs.
I'm not really on board with that, but he's probably going to do it anyways because he never listens to what I say.
Or alternately, we go with our merge and get a Decimator of Provinces in there.
Again, he doesn't listen to me, so I'm not even.
You know why I don't listen to him? Because I come up with the deck and you go, you know what? This is fun. I like it.
This is terrible. It may be fun, but it's still terrible.
Like my Oath Control deck.
like the red white equipment deck. It was fun, just terrible. I actually liked your fight. I actually like the Oath deck. I think the Oath deck actually had a potential.
It has potential. It needs a little bit more work.
Yeah, like a lot more work.
But But that is the most trolly deck ever.
But
5-color Oath with Starfield. Think about that.
let's go ahead and start moving into GP.
GP Indy, yes.
So, GP Indy's coming up at the end of this month. We are very, very excited about this event. A lot of our team members are going to be able to show up. We've been trying to orchestrate, move things around, and get it so where we as a team can kind of come to this event as a whole.
Yeah.
We're getting really excited about this. We were asked kind of what decks we're preparing to take to Indy. It is a modern event. I have 2 buys going into this event. I'm super stoked about that. Kind of takes a little bit of stress off of me in the earlier rounds. I think Merfolk is definitely going to be there. I don't know if it's going to be played by you or myself. I don't imagine any of the other team members playing it. It'd probably just come down to me or you.
Yeah. Jeremy will probably be running his Tron.
Mm-hmm. I imagine if Austin can come, I doubt he can, but I imagine if he does come, he'll be running like a Grixis list.
Chris is probably running Dredge if he goes.
Yeah, Chris will be running Dredge if he shows up, probably. And then one of us will probably either run Death Shadow or maybe even Living End, depending. Just because...
I mean, we got options. I could throw back to Burn back together.
Yeah, we could throw Burn together. Burn actually did very well. We might actually consider that as an option as well, because at GPs, Burn generally does fairly well. So, we are preparing for GP Indianapolis very, very intently. We're going to be starting a lot of intense playtesting very soon. Dredge, I know, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Chris. Dredge. And Dredge.
Such a good deck. But we're really, like I said, we're really excited. We're going to be doing a lot of playtesting. Just grind out as many games as we can.
I have played so much Jund in the past 3 weeks, it is ridiculous.
We are going to have to really focus and decide on what we're going to want as our sideboard packages. Now, we still have a couple of events that will happen, a lot of side events and at opens that are going to happen, and I think there's going to be a modern event at GP or at Gen Con as well. I'm kind of curious to see kind of the paths people are taking with their sideboards right now. And depending on what the meta is looking like, very heavily with Eldritch Moon and Modern, will kind of help decide what our sideboards are going to be looking like moving forward.
Because, I mean, we'll probably definitely see more mono-white hate bears.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of...
just hate bears in general.
I've been seeing a lot of hate bears right now, mainly because...
New Thalia.
The New Thalia, super powerful.
And Selfless Spirit.
Yeah, it's adding a lot of stuff to the format. Selfless Spirit actually does help Modern a lot, with the fact of... Oh... You're gonna board wipe me? No, I'm gonna Selfless Spirit.
Yeah.
Your Anger of the Gods doesn't work. Your Damnation doesn't work. All of this stuff just doesn't work, which is very important in Modern. Yeah. So Selfless Spirit is definitely able to kind of come into the Hate Bears list and protect the entire team.
Yep.
Which is something they've needed for a little while now.
Yeah. And then again, Thalia. Oh, you have dudes come into play, or non-basic lands, which is like most of the mana base. Yeah.
Sliver deck. I don't know if we'll be playing slivers. We have it accessible to us.
What about Ponza?
I might play Ponza. I might be down for that. Someone take the Ponza deck. See, I would probably take the Ponza list. We're gonna be talking about it. We'll talk about it. So it depends, like I said, it really depends on what Mike and myself really want to play. It really comes down to it. We're kind of discussing who is going to be the better pilot for Fish, because obviously we want that deck to perform one of the best. It's one of the best decks we have in Modern right now. Fish has always been very powerful in every single meta, and it's been able to perform fairly well.
I mean, it's a resilient deck.
So
it does so many things.
So
all the things.
I agree. Just being able, even against Infect, and it has a kind of rough matchup against Infect. I fought 2 Infect this back-to-back, was able to just lock them down with Tidebinder Mages and Spreading Seas, their Inkmoth Exorcises, and was able to kind of clutch the game out. I was able to bait my opponent into attacking me with that. Oh, it was so great.
You tell me that story all the time.
I know, because it was a good story. I think I even told the story on stream once.
Yeah, you did. I think you told it last time.
But, so that's kind of where we're at right now as far as decks go.
Yeah.
We'll be...
As far as what the meta goes, again, probably a lot more hate bears.
I'm expecting to see a lot of hate bear lists, which is okay.
I want to see a Scape Shift deck with a sudden reclamation.
I don't know how I feel about Scapelet.
I have a feeling it's going to happen.
Yeah. I think that Scape Shift is in a very strong position right now. Every time I've seen a Scape Shift list, it has succeeded very well. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, they had their bad games.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Scape Shift kind of keeps living in check, and living in was keeping everything else in check. So, you know, it kind of puts that, oh, I'm going to just be the better deck. Because Scape Shift can also just do fairly well. Morbid deck? What are you talking about? No. I don't know.
No?
We're not building a morbid list.
No? 5-color ally?
No. No. Stop. Stop. Aether Vial with allies?
Hey, hardened scales, man. Hardened scales. And you go the old Zendikar allies. Seems good.
And Sylvan Advocate.
Yeah.
Sylvan Advocate is just good.
I don't know. I mean, like, 4 Hada Free Blades with a hardened scale seems a lot better to me.
I mean, Blood Moon's a strong card.
I did like the look of the Thing Ascension deck. What? Thing in the Ice, Pirate Mancer's Ascension?
See,
yeah,
it's a good card. Pirate Mancer's Ascension. I love Storm decks.
I'm kind of digging the new standard Storm. So
no. The fact that Andy plays that list, it makes me laugh every time I see him play it. It really does. He was in top 4 yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not yesterday. Yeah. Andy was in top 4 yesterday. Yeah. But it was a modern event yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still. But even at the benefit, he's still doing fairly well with his Storm list. Caught a lot of
like I said, it's a decent deck. I mean, you take the fundamentals of like Prison with Burn, and then it's just let me make stuff stupidly cheap, survive long enough, and then I'm just going to replay all my burn spells again, and then just bash you with a big prowess dude. Seems good.
I feel like we tried to do this once. It was just nowhere near successful.
No, we did prowess.
Ah.
That's what we did.
Ah.
Like, his only dudes are those homunculi. That's it.
Those fucking homunculi, dude. What are they, like 0-4s to begin with?
1-1s, actually.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Then they become 3-4s.
They become 3-4s with prowess. That reduce the cost of your instant sorcery spells.
Because, I mean, that's just good.
Yeah, especially when you're, like, recasting multiple things off Harness the Storm.
Tragic Slip is a good card. I will give you that one. So, I'm not a big fan of the Morbid effects, just because they're super conditional. Yes, if you have Eldrazi's Scion, it makes it a little bit easier to hit Morbid effects. But I don't feel that, and I could be completely wrong here, I haven't not seen a solid Morbid list. Ever. But
this is why you build straight jank and you just go with it.
Right. And then I end up like you.
At least I have fun when I play Magic. I don't sit there and play Bant Company and hate myself.
Hey,
and
look.
then pull bullshit draws off my Cocos, because that never happens to me.
Look, actually, it did happen to you once. It did. You played Bant Coco once and got completely pooped on.
No, I'm just.
And you hated yourself for it.
It's just like I'm not having. Oh God, why did I do this?
He was just like,
I can't have fun with a tier deck, like a top tier deck, just because just draw is absolutely terrible. However, if I play jank, even if I have bad draws, I still have fun.
Do you?
Yes.
It still seems bad. So, the real question here is, are we going to be working on Jeskai Walkers with the new set? Because we got a lot of good stuff for blue-white.
We just haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
I think we were way too more into doing other new things.
Right. I think we need to kind of take a step back, take a look at...
We just never got, like... The only thing we were looking into adding was Cokes and Emrakul. And probably Thalia.
Yeah?
I think that was it.
I mean, those are still really good cards.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. These cards are actually pretty much game changers, sir.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Thalia makes it a little weird, though, because we were going a deck that basically, like, your win condition was Nahiri and a big dude.
Yeah.
Now you're drawing other dudes, and, like, I don't know.
So, another thing is we're probably going to be making, hate bears in Standard. Like, actual hate bears. It's something that I've been wanting to experiment a lot with. We've seen it with Black-White Control, the Angel lists and stuff like that, but they're not as hateful as some of the other stuff. I'm thinking more of like a white-green hate bears. Just the face that Mike has is just like, damn it, you said the wrong colors, Will. The wrong fucking colors.
Why not white-black?
Because we could go 3 colors. We go Abzan.
Abzan hate bears?
Yeah, drunk hate bears. Seems good, to be honest with you. Get Reclaiming Vines. Destroy their lands. Thalia. This shit comes into play tapped. It's quality, dude. It's quality. Black, just kill all their stuff.
Can I do Brain in a Jar Land Destruct?
I mean, if you want to, I don't really recommend it. Seems bad.
Why?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Crumble to Dust, what's that other one? Structural Distortion. Is there black destroy land spells? I know there have been.
I don't think at the moment there is. I think currently at the moment, why is someone mad at the post that we're streaming Mental Misstep? That's not nice. Y'all don't need to be mad at us. That's not okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Bear Tribal. Can I get a... I mean, I would be into Bear Commander if there was a legendary bear.
Isn't there?
I don't think so.
I want to say there was.
I don't know. You've got a Serac that wears a bear.
Serac that wears a bear?
I mean, he does. He's got this huge, like, bear pelt.
I mean, you're right. Like, 100%.
But I mean, I'm digging the werewolf travel right now. Like, it fits my aggro nature. Because I've been playing control for a couple weeks now. Just because every time I played aggro, it always runs out of gas. This one, it feels like it's on the right curve to be just absolutely just annoying.
Sure.
And fast. And it does seem to like it has some staying power. Like, when Coco rotates out, I might get rid of some of the lower costing, like basically the Forge Masters. Is that what they were?
Yeah.
Kessig Forge Masters?
Yeah.
Just because I feel like that's the weakest werewolf we have. We just have it in there because it's a 2-drop.
And to be fair, its attack plus block triggers are kind of helpful.
Yeah, but I mean it seems like it's too little.
Yeah. If it was like a 3 when it evolved, it'd be great.
Yeah, because whenever you have Sylvan Advocate, a 2-cost dude, at the same point in time, it's
kind of meh.
Yeah, kind of meh. You're just I don't want to swing into that just to lose it.
But I mean, the Kessig Forge Master is a 2/1, I think, or a 2/2.
2/1 becomes a 3/2.
So, I mean, even if they do block with Sylvan Advocate, you still trade.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's like, there comes a point, I don't want to lose dudes.
Right? Sure. I mean, and that's fair.
Like, that early, you need to keep your board presence. You don't want to just, wipe out your board presence, because then you lose your damage and your damage clock and everything like that.
Sure. I definitely feel that.
So, maybe we could go into some of the higher drop ones, just then that way we just curve out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I agree. I think as soon as Coco rotates out, we can kind of readjust the list and how it's going to...
Maybe I actually run the Auric main board.
Instead of sideboard. Yeah. I can feel it.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple of other decks I really want to talk about right now that are doing fairly well, that aren't really seeing as much playtime. And that is Spirits and Esper Walkers.
I have not seen that one yet.
So, Esper Walkers, I've kind of thrown the idea around, and so has one of our great friends, Wes. Wes has been working on an Esper Walker list, and I think that it is incredibly powerful of an idea.
So, what all walkers are we talking? I'm assuming Soren.
Yes.
I'm assuming a couple copies of Narset.
Probably. Liliana.
Liliana, definitely.
Liliana is just super powerful right now.
Gideon?
A lot. Possibly Gideon, yeah.
I feel like Gideon's like just a good, he's a planeswalker that becomes a beater. You can't really answer.
So, you get to throw Deploy the Gatewatch in there. Because, I mean, you flip into any of those planeswalkers and you're good. You get to play a lot of just control spells because you have Narset. So you're just going to be drawing.
You get access to really good removal.
Yeah.
In white and black.
And you get access to counter magic. Yeah.
And
there's a lot of good counter magic right now. With the Summary Dismissal.
Yes.
Card's insane.
Let
me stop your Ulamog.
Let me stop the triggers on your Ulamog.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to exile my dudes? No.
No. Like, everything Ulamog related, you're done. Yeah.
Or World Breaker for that matter, or anything.
Yeah, exactly. The Summary Dismissal is super powerful for blue. It allows them to control the board state heavily. And it makes it so, it used to be that, I have a Planeswalker. My Planeswalker is going to kill you. Oh, you play an Ulamog, well, there goes the clock. Now, my Planeswalker is going to kill you. Oh, you cast an Ulamog? Summary Dismissal it. My Planeswalker is still going to kill you now. So it allows the control lists to kind of set up, be prepared the way they want to be, and just kind of shut down the ramp decks that have been kind of a menace for a while, and some of the other decks that are kind of coming into the format. I think Esper is definitely going to be the way to go. I've always been an Esper fan. I'm in love with the color scheme. And after, looking at some of the cards from the new set, they really, really, really supported white and blue and black in this set.
Oh, definitely.
Green and red didn't get as much support. They still got support, don't get me wrong.
I mean, green and red got some good things in there.
Yeah. But
I feel like red's still the weakest color-ish. It's just like, come on.
Yeah, it's like... but
you got one really cool burn spell.
But to be fair, we're going to get a lot of really good red cards probably whenever Kaladesh comes out.
That'd be focused.
It can only be assumed. Yeah. Summary Dismissal is a very, very good card.
Even Unsubstantiate is a really good card.
Whenever Summary Dismissal got spoiled, a lot of people thought it was a fake card. Because the card is nuts.
Counter that and exile all stuff off the stack.
I'm gonna play this counter spell. Great. I'm gonna counter your counter spell. Okay, sure. Summary Dismissal. Alright. Everything's done. Like, we're done here. Any modes, any cast triggers you have, it's all over. I'm like, we're just done here. Summary Dismissal is playable in Modern. I still believe it.
Oh yeah. This is why we've been trying to trade for them when I see them available. It's like, is this for trade? Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to pick up as many as I've wanted to.
I've grabbed 2 or 3, I think.
But the card is bonkers.
Yeah. Considering I haven't really bought a whole lot of product.
Would Morbid work with Delirium? I don't really know. It kind of depends on the Morbid cards, I would suppose.
I mean, it's not like they directly oppose each other. Yeah. You're trying to put stuff in grave. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's weird when you start getting into Delve and Delirium or Scavenge, and basically you're ripping stuff out of your graveyard.
Yeah, whenever you start ripping stuff from your graveyard, that's when
putting stuff in your graveyard is fine.
Yeah, but trying to fuse a Delirium deck into Modern might be a little bit difficult. But I think it's definitely possible. But there's already a lot of graveyard hate. Especially with Dredge being a thing, with Living End being a thing, and stuff like that. So trying to run any type of Delirium where you have to get a certain setup in your graveyard.
I mean, it's like Threshold and stuff like that. It's just...
it's going to be rough. So I would probably
It depends on what the hate is, because, Sister's Dredge, you have 2 different types of graveyard, right? It's don't let anything get out of grave, and then it's just don't let them have a grave.
Yeah.
If it's Grafdigger's Cage, whatever. But if it's, Rest in Peace or anything like that, then you're like, oh.
To be fair, I think a lot of people have been moving away from Grafdigger Cages and going Relics and Leyline of the Voids and Rest in Pieces and, et cetera, et cetera. There are still the decks that do run the Grafdigger Cages.
It depends on just, if they still need their graveyard versus nobody needing to break her.
Exactly. I support that. And then moving on to spirits.
Now I've heard a lot of people comment on Hoogland's list, saying they were like, "How in the world did he top 8 with that?"
The spirits are nuts.
At the same time, though, it's like and this is just from what I've heard. I haven't actually played spirits or played against it or anything like that. It's just like it definitely does have an interesting core, but it doesn't feel like it can quite get the job done. And again, it was like, how did he top 8 it? And part of it is one, it's Hoogland. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Hoogland's been playing quite a while.
2, it's also that pro player effect. I mean, how many times did their opponent just crap their pants because they're like, I'm playing Hoogland, damn it. You know, and then they just make stupid play errors. And, I mean, it also just may be the difference in the draw.
Sure. I definitely think spirits comes into play, right? So we already talked about some spirits being added to lists earlier on when we were talking about Bankoko. Spellcaller, super powerful, okay? Yeah. Selfless Spirit, again, super powerful. You have Bygone Bishop, just generates clues.
Generates card advantage.
Yeah, just straight up generate card advantage.
Seems
and
good.
If you have card advantage, even against a lot of these other decks, if you have card advantage, you're going to be winning.
Yep. It keeps you in the game.
Now, there's obviously our spirit list. We splash red for Aether Grids.
Because I feel like, if you're going to generate that many clues,
sure,
you need to use them.
Sure.
Like, I just hate when you have an abundance of a resource and you don't really do anything with it.
Sure.
Because there may be times where you don't want to pay 2 mana, like you can't afford to pay 2 mana to draw a card. Mm-hmm. You really need to put another blocker into play or something like that. Well, this way you can actually just burn things with all the free clues you've gotten.
So, kind of just going on, the blue-white package. I mean, there's still a lot of value.
Yeah, I mean, it's very control-y. It's not aggro.
Exactly, and with the blue, obviously you have Spellcallers, but you can tie it into Mausoleum Wanderers. Card is insane. You can go into a little bit of a counter magic package. You have access to this. I'm going to lock you down, and you don't really have that many flyers, so my guys are just going to beat your face in.
Yeah.
And you can even go the Archangel Avacyn route at that point. Mm-hmm. Or maybe even go, Thalia routes at that point for more control. Like, yes, I'm primarily spirits, but I'll throw 4 Thalias in my list just to make sure you get locked down even harder.
Yep.
Like, I have no issues with that at all.
Yep.
So I definitely think that spirits has a place. I'm going to be playing around probably away from the spirit side of things, but we'll definitely be building the spirit list and kind of tinkering around.
Yeah, I mean, we have most everything at this point.
We already have the Mausoleum Wanderers. We already have Thalias. We already have
most of the Spellcallers.
Yeah. Do we have Selfless Spirits?
I have 2.
So we've actually got a lot of the spirit stuff for it. We might go ahead.
I have the deck, at least our version built mostly.
Yeah.
And then you have the other stuff for your version.
So I'm definitely feeling that we'll be able to have it done very soon.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? So spirits. Very happy about it. Copper, his dog, does not like the idea of spirits, apparently.
I think he's more into werewolves.
Yeah. Is it because you're a dog, Copper? It's because he's a dog.
Yes.
100%. Hey, welcome to the stream.
Oh, hey, more people.
Yay, people.
So yeah,
we've covered GP.
Yep. We've covered standard meta. Whatever. Ball. Well, we didn't really talk about the decks that weren't Band Company.
In Baltimore, we just went, oh, hey, look, there's Bankoga.
The blue-green crush list. I looked at it today.
Deck is so much fun.
It looked like, I guess that's what you have to do to Band Company. Because Band Company, you can't just say, let me hit you with a board wipe. You say, bounce everything or just languish it to death. And if you go the bouncing board route, I think that's the best way to do it, because if they can't cheat it out with Coco, if everything's in their hand, then you're just like slowing them back down, and you can cheat, you could just smash with an 8/8 whatever.
Yeah. This crush list.
I like Crush Step.
It got like 4th, right?
5th, I think.
Okay, so
it was top 8. I think it was 5th because I'm pretty sure it was green white tokens Bant Crush.
This Bant list, the Crush list, hard counters Bant company lists all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Because Reflector Mage can't do anything to the list. Bounce to the Octopus, sure, whatever, I don't care.
Bounce Voidcraft here, okay.
You're gonna try to bounce my face down morph? Sure. I'm going to
pay to get back Crush.
Yeah.
Done.
Alright, whatever.
Bounce everything.
Congratulations, you sent me back a turn, but you're still not going to do anything on your combat stat.
Yep.
Then you start getting to like 11, 12 mana. You start opening up Oath of Nissa's, being able to look for more cards. 2 mana, you get Elvish Visionaries, being able to just straight up draw cards. 3, you get Nissa cycling, which you're just like, okay, I've got an Ashra now. Beat with my Octopus and my Ashra.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get up into the 5 and 6 mana range, you have access to a lot of other stuff. In the sideboard, you have Kioras,
mm-hmm.
you have Deathmiss Raptors,
mm-hmm.
To kind of tie in with the Den Protectors.
Mm-hmm.
Just going, alright, I'm generating guys now.
Mm-hmm.
So the deck is very resilient, has counter magic in the sideboard. Not as much in the main board, because in the main board it's trying to kind of ramp into the list, or ramp into its 10 mana so you can kind of get the combo started. You have to have 10 mana for this combo, so it's sort of slow to begin with. And there's not that many ramp spells. There's only like 2 Blighted Gorges, I think that's what it is, right?
Woodland.
Blighted Woodland. And then there's only 2 Nissa's Pilgrimage. Or the 3-drop. Yeah. Nissa's Pilgrimage.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there's not that much ramp. Then you have, 3 Pulse of Morales?
Mm-hmm.
For life gain and for, reoccursions out of your graveyard, if, they kill off a Den Protector or something like that. Completely understandable. But the list is solid. It's just one of those grindy matchups.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to kind of see if this list will take off with Bant being so popular. It seems like a very hard counter to ban.
I mean, the only other thing I can imagine doing that's similar to it is just to go, Great Aurora deck. And that just seems equally bad.
Right.
At least you get recursion out of Crush.
Yeah, exactly.
Great Aurora's just gone.
Yeah, Great Aurora is gone forever. With Crush, you get the reoccursion, and you get the Octopus that you can just bash their face with.
But if you go mono green Aurora, and just where you could chain the multiple Auroras in the same turn, and then you just finally just beat with Guy's Revenge seems good.
Sure.
But I don't know why you would ever want to play that deck. I don't. I like jank, but I've tried doing this. It's just hurt and painful for a while.
Indeed.
Let's take a look at this blue-white wizard deck real quick.
Let's see here. 4 Prairie Streams, 4 Port Towns, 5 Plains, 7 Island Shirks, 4 Evolving Wilds. For its spells, 3 Myth Realized. Solid. I like the card a lot. It's not been seeing as much play, but I definitely think it's solid. Negates, 4 Stasis Snares, 4 Disperses, 4 Void Shatter. Okay. 1 Rise from the Tides. You like that card a lot.
That card's jank.
I'm
glad they're giving me a promo of this later. I want 4 of them.
4 Take Inventory, 3 Immolating Glares. Spells seem pretty solid. Gives you nice removal, nice counter magic. I can dig it a lot. Yep. The Rise from the Tides gives you the ability to bring in some of those zombies and start bashing face with. I like it. Creatures and walkers, you get 1 Jace Unraveler of Secrets. Don't know how I feel about him. Jace has always been kind of a letdown for me anytime I've seen him on the board. You get 2 Harbinger of the Tides. Solid card. I really enjoy that card a lot.
Yep.
We played in Fish.
Yeah.
1 Mizium Meddler. Okay. Alright. I can dig it.
It's like Void Grafter without the green. A kill spell? No, hit this guy instead. Seems good.
It's a one-time spell guide.
Or alternative, well, yeah, because it's like, oh, hey, cool, pump spell, mine now.
Yeah. 4 Reflector Mages, of course. You can't have blue-white without Reflector Mages.
3 Docent of Perfection.
Wow. The Docent of Perfection's a little spicy. I'm not going to lie with you.
But I mean, that's your win con, man. I mean, if you look at it, you get what, 3-2 flyers out of him.
So the fact that you mentioned Spellcaller kind of gives me a little bit of a pause. Since you are blue-white, why don't you run Spellcaller yourself? That card is like insanely nuts. I don't feel like it'd be too kind of unreasonable for you to kind of maybe fit a couple into your list. And we've watched the Opens now for the past 2 weekends, and they have been making a major impact in the entire meta as a whole. We're going to be seeing them at Pro Tour. A lot of pros have already been saying that they're probably going to be running Bant Coco lists just because of Spellcaller.
I would not be surprised if there's like 7 Bant Comedy decks in top 8 for Eldritch Moon.
So the fact that they're not a wizard, that's fair. I can understand that. Sometimes, even when building a tribal deck, I like to go kind of a little outside of the tribal sometimes if I can make it fit into the list. And definitely
if the value of the individual card can override the lack of benefit that you're not getting tribal. So he doesn't get flying or the +2/+1. He's already got flying.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, also if it's a budget list, I can understand not wanting to play Spellcallers because that's adding another $50 to the list because they're at like 11 apiece right now, 12 apiece right now,
something like that.
So definitely understandable if it's a budget list, you're trying to keep it low cost. That's completely reasonable as well.
But I think if all of a sudden you're deviating from your budget, that would probably be like one of the first things to probably try and fit in there.
Yeah, as soon as you start having the ability to upgrade it, I think the only thing that I would drastically change about the list is probably start adding Spellcallers. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Myth definitely is a good card, especially against ban lists, until they go Dromoka's Command, and then it's kind of a sad day.
Oh, that's why you go Stasis Snare and just sack that.
Right. I mean, there's obviously going to be arguments on both sides. I
mean, there's ways around it.
If you're my Bant Coco list, I play Felidar Cubs.
This is also another thing.
But it's something I would consider. Like I said, I like the list a lot. It seems fairly spicy. As someone who played Wizard Tribal in Modern, I approve of it 100%. I've always enjoyed Wizard Tribal.
Just because it's a tribal that you don't expect.
Exactly. So I definitely
information dealer. Here, let me look at the top 13 cards in my deck. Sweet.
But no, definitely 100% I approve. Yeah, Spellcaller, the Dromoka's Command. There you go. Wills is on board. If they try to get rid of your Myth Realize, you can just Spellcaller it. Solid. Yeah. Get tons of value out of it.
Yep.
So another list I want to talk about that was in top 8. Talked to you a little bit about it earlier.
Yeah, Black White Angel.
Super powerful. Like, let's just no, sir. It was wizards. Every card in the deck was a wizard. Snapcasters are in the list. Snapcasters are not a fairy. They are a wizard. But back to Black White. This deck is insane. We watched it at our benefit tournament that we had this past Saturday as well, as well as its performance over the weekend in Baltimore. This list is very powerful. The reoccursion you have with Thalia Lancers, Bruna, and Gisela is ridiculous. You can Thalia Lancers, go get your Bruna. If they kill your Thalia Lancers, then you just Bruna, get your Thalia Lancers back, go get a Gisela, and then you're like, oh, hey, I have a Brazella on the field. What do you want to do about it? At the same time, they're playing threats like Liliana. They're playing threats like Sorin. They have tons of dig power. They play Read the Bones, stuff like that. They play
removal, like with Deccan Stones, Grasp, everything like that.
Ruinous Paths.
They've got answers to Planeswalkers and creatures, which is...
They play a couple of Santorums, the discard or draw card, discard a card.
The Looting Land.
Yeah, very powerful. Lets them get what they need. They don't care if you're digging through your deck because they're like, I get to dig through my deck and find answers because they're fairly confident that they have an answer for anything that you do.
And they probably do.
I saw the gentleman who got second place at the tournament Saturday with the Angels list. In top 8, he was against an Emrakul. Emrakul swings in. he has a Bruna and a Bruna and a Angel token from Linvala.
Mm-hmm.
And he flashes an Avacyn.
Triple block.
Triple blocks, kills the Emrakul. I was like...
Just the way Sword intended.
Yeah. I'm just like, did that happen? Did Emrakul just die?
I think so. I think he ate it.
So, like, the fact that the list can just go, yeah, you've got an Emrakul, that's cute, I've got Angels, you're dead. Mm-hmm. It's just every single card in the deck is a powerhouse. And I'm really expecting to see this list kind of last quite a while.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it really doesn't lose a whole lot in the pending rotation. You lose... Read the Bones.
No, I thought Read the Bones got reprinted
in Origins.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it'll lose Read the Bones. Ultimate Price was printed in... Dragons, so it'll lose Ultimate Price. But that's not a huge
But, I
loss.
mean, you can just get Murder.
Yeah.
Instead. It's one slower, but...
Still playable.
Yeah, but it hits more targets. It's not just limited to monocolored dudes.
Yeah. So I definitely think that the list will be resilient after the rotation, and that's huge. You still get all of the land base out of it. It doesn't lose any land base really, except for caves. You lose Caves of Coleus. And that is something to be aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, Caves of Coleus is really good. The Pain Lands, as much as we hate them for making us lose life, they're very helpful with the fact that they don't come into play tapped.
I mean, you're playing white and black, the two colors that gain you the most life.
Sure.
I mean, green's the only other one that does. I think, you know, you can handle Painlands a lot better with that color combo than any other color combo.
Sure. Let's go to the message boards real quick.
Blessed Alliance is a good card.
Gilt Leaf Winnower is an amazing card. Mm-hmm. I saw Gilt Leaf Winnower played a lot this weekend against Angel decks as well as other decks. Oh, you have a Brazilla? Kill it. Because Gilt Leaf Winnower is just like, yeah, you can kill your Brazilla. Or that'd be great. Thanks.
Yep.
Blessed Alliance is another really good addition.
Mm-hmm.
And Darth brings up a very good point. Darth Penguin, I love that name, by the way. Painful Truths. They still have Painful Truths.
That's true.
Over Read the Bones, and I mean, you don't get the Scry ability.
And that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's why I like Read the Bones over Painful Truths every time. Is the Scry? Like, yeah, I don't draw as many cards potentially.
Sure.
But the Scry seems so huge sometimes because it's just like, oh, that would have been 2 land. Pitch.
Yeah.
Let me get my double languish. Cool.
So I definitely feel that the deck will still stay resilient.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of powerful decks that have shown up with the release of Eldritch Moon.
Yes, and we're just waiting for this one other deck to die.
As soon as Ban Coco dies, green-white tokens will die around the exact same time, actually. And
they lose Hanger Back, Leap,
Secure.
Yes. So, I mean, they still have the Planeswalker core, so I don't know if they may try to, like, somehow recoup beyond that.
Yeah, but Nile Walkers is still a lot different than freaking green-white tokens.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, we're talking all of a sudden probably Thopter tokens.
Right, but then, I mean...
Or contraptions or something, I don't know.
But, I mean, we will still have Flaying Tendrils, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I mean, we still have cards that deal with that, but I'm just saying there may be some variation of tokens that we will have to deal with.
And that's another thing. The Angels list runs Flaying Tendrils.
It's a good card. I mean, in Exiles, it's fantastic.
Card's amazing.
And especially when you're playing big white beaters that don't really care about a -2/-2 effect.
Red-white tokens. Interesting. Or red-white flyers. Sure.
I mean, we've seen red-white Eldrazi-ish decks that focused on Thopter generation and stuff like that.
Remember that time we were at Atlanta?
Yeah.
Atlanta. And I went, that's cute. Smash. I should not have won that game.
No.
Here,
let me keep bouncing your Hangerback Walker. Seems good.
Yeah, I should have lost that game super hard.
I think that was one of the ones where you clutched it. You're like, I need the perfect 2-card combo on this collected company, and I've got it.
There it is. I have to do it on my main phase too because I can't do it on his turn. I had to main phase a Coco and hit the exact 2 cards, and I was just like, hey, it works. Sometimes you gotta play your outs, right?
Yeah.
Kia and Kieran.
Impact Tremors, yes!
Oh my gosh, you have made Mike's day.
Finally somebody else plays that card.
Card's good. Card's not good, actually. But it's good. It's good.
See, I'm gonna do Jund.
Really?
Yeah. I told you my deck kind of.
Yeah.
You do Emrakul's Evangel, and then, like, Flare Drone. Yes, Flare Drone. I keep going Flare Husk or Drone. Drone Husk.
Yeah.
It's Flare Drone.
Flare Husk is from...
The equipment, I know.
Yeah.
That's near. Well, anyways, but that way your Flare Drone acts as a secondary impact tremors for all your Emrakul tokens. Or your Eldrazi tokens.
You want to play a game of... Who wants to play a game of Name That Nephilim?
No.
No?
No.
Damn.
Because I know there's, like, Ink Shredder and that's it.
Yeah? Do you know what color Ink Shredder is not?
Black.
There you go. Proud of you, Mike.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I know.
That's all he needs to know. As long as Mike can name Ink Shredder, he's good. There's also your Tiller.
That one's the green one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, Tiller of forests. Yeah.
Yeah.
Witch Maw.
Red.
Yeah, because witches live on mountains.
I don't think that's actually accurate.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
But that's the mnemonic device you come up with.
And then there is Gleneye.
White?
Yep. And then for the last one, what color is it?
Blue.
Blue. Oh, yeah, that's Dunebrood. Yeah.
Congratulations. Now you have useless information.
Yeah, you guys know the Nephilims. So anytime they play Name That Nephilim...
Now you're prepared for the next Commander release.
Yeah.
And then you won't care.
Oh yeah, it is 4-color Commander, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes!
And they're not probably going to go with the Nephilim.
They should.
It seems so bad.
See, if they don't go with the Nephilim, then they're doing it wrong.
No. What they'll probably do is they'll go with, like, the hybrid mana, like, color identity bullcrap that they did with the Fates cons. They'll just make them, like, dual color, and then they'll have a dual color ability that give them a 4-color identity.
Ah. Well, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. We were happy that we were able to kind of get everything together and stream again. The next time we will be streaming, we will have information from Gen Con, from Regionals. Is there another event as well next weekend that we might be going to? Judge Conference.
We got Pro Tour coming up at the end of the week.
We do have Pro Tour coming up at the end of the week.
So we'll probably go over our predictions and how we feel about Band Company and Pro Tour.
Yeah, because we all know it's going to happen.
Band Company, Band Company, Band Company, Band Company, Band Company, Band Company.
Don't forget the 1 green-white list. And the 1 angel list.
Yeah, and Crush.
Yeah, and Crush.
But like I said, it'll probably be 7 Band Company decks. In top 8.
Probably.
With, like, some stupid amount of Dramoka's commands played, like, 40.
Yeah.
Because that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
It will be the cap of 36. All top 8 decks will be playing 4 copies. Or no, it'd be 32 then. But 32 copies of Dramoka's command.
In top 8?
In top 8.
I can dig it. I'll support it. 100%. Alright guys, again, thank you for showing up. We always enjoy this, and we appreciate y'all's support so much for helping us through this endeavor. We're going to go ahead and stop the recording right now, but we'll stay on the stream for a couple more minutes and answer any questions. Toodles!